the questions. Use the following information to answer the question number 1 and question number 2. Output levels and respective total cost values of a manufacturer are as follows. So you are given the output levels and the total costs. Okay, so output level from 3000 to 5500 are given, and the respective costs are also given. The total cost include a step fixed cost component which will increase after 4500 units. Okay, now there's a step fixed cost after 4500. So what is a step fixed cost? Step fixed cost means the cost which is fixed up to a certain activity level, up to a certain output level. So beyond that output level, the fixed cost will vary, it will change. Okay, now in this scenario, up to 4500, there's a fixed cost which is fixed. Okay, from 3000 to 4500, the fixed cost is fixed. There is no change. But beyond this 4500, the fixed cost will change. It will change. Okay, so what is required? So what is the variable cost per unit? Okay, now to calculate the variable cost per unit, now what we need to do is, in this question, we need to identify the variable and the fixed cost by using high-low method. Okay, so what is the high-low method? I have already discussed this. I have already done a video on this. I will put the link above so that you can go through the video to get a better understanding. Okay, so basically high-low method means we have to take the difference between the total cost at higher output level and the total cost at lower output level to identify the variable cost per unit. So you take the difference and you need to divide by the output difference. Then once we have identified the variable cost per unit, that cost has to be used, or we need to substitute at one of these output levels to arrive at, to identify the fixed cost. Okay, now since there is a fixed cost, since there is a step fixed cost, now the highest activity level is 5500 in this question, and the lowest is 3000. So therefore, if we take the difference between 27,000 and 45,500 divided by 2,500, we will not get the variable cost per unit because there is a step fixed cost. So therefore, what we need to do is we need to take the up to 4,500 units, because beyond this the fixed cost will change. Okay, so therefore what we can do is we have to take the cost at 4,500 is 34,500, and the lower cost is at 3,000 output level, which is 27,000. So we'll take the difference. The unit difference is 1,500 and the cost difference is 7,500. So therefore, we can say the variable cost per unit. So this is the output difference, this is the cost difference. So therefore, we can say variable cost per unit 7,500 divided by 1,500. Okay, so that will give you 5 per unit. Okay, so therefore the correct answer is answer A, which is 5. Okay, Now in this question, you are not required to calculate the fixed cost, but we can calculate the fixed cost by substituting at any of these levels. Okay, so we'll take 3000. At 3000, our variable cost is 15,000 and the total cost is 27,000. Okay, so when you minus the variable cost from the total cost, when you deduct the variable cost 15,000, your fixed cost will be 12,000. So which is not required in this question. Okay, now we'll move on to the part 2. Part 2 is what is the change in fixed cost after 4,500 units. Okay, so you need to identify now up to 4,500. Okay, our fixed cost is 12,000. Okay, so once it exceeds 4,500, this fixed cost will change. This fixed cost will change. What is that change? This is what we need to identify. To identify that, what we will do is we will take at 5,200, the total cost is 44,000, right? So let's calculate at 5,200 output level, the cost is 44,000. Okay, so let's calculate. So variable cost will be 5,200. We calculated at 5, so that will be 26,000. Then we have our fixed cost up to 4,500, which is 12,000. Okay, then this will be 38,000, whereas our total cost should be 44,000. Okay, so 44,000 minus 38,000, so that will be 6,000. Okay, so therefore the change in fixed cost after after 4,500 units should be 6,000. Therefore the answer is answer B. So this you can cross check with 5,500 units also. 5,500, the total cost is 45,500. So what we can do is at 5,500, the cost is 45,500. Okay, so therefore first we'll take the variable cost. So variable cost will be 5,500 times 5, that will be 27,500. Then we have fixed cost up to 4,500 units will be 12,000, and we have step fixed cost after 4,500 will be 6,000. So when you take the total, that will be 45,500. So this is how you cross check your answers. Okay, so therefore the answer is answer B, 6,000. In the first part, the answer is answer A, which is variable cost per unit, which is 5.